Good morning, sunshines. It's the 6th of October. How are you? I feel like today is a very auspicious day. The moon was huge this morning. Beautiful, gorgeous, yellowy orange. It's the only time that I like orange and yellow is when it's in nature. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Hi, how are you? I have had sneezels all morning. It's very annoying. So my nose is probably gonna be dry and itchy all day. It's supposed to be hot today, but then it's supposed to get cooler starting tomorrow. Like, it's supposed to be 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and tomorrow it's only supposed to get up to 60. So I also anticipate that it's like a 80% chance that I'm gonna have a migraine today or tomorrow because of barometric pressure changes. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Today I need an accountability buddy. This is my water bottle. I have not had water from my water bottle in a week, at least. I've been so bad about drinking my water. So it's a pretty big water bottle. Oh no, does it have? Yeah. It's 1,800 milliliters. But I know that I feel better when I drink my entire water bottle. So I'm gonna try really, really hard to drink my entire water bottle today because it's been a long time. So this is what I'm gonna be checking in about today because I need to get better about it. I need to get back to it, especially because it's about to be the dry season. My littlest was making breakfast. She hadn't finished it before I left. So can I just say how much I love cottage cheese with fruit, specifically mandarin oranges, but I do like it with some other things, and I also like it savory, like with everything bagel seasoning specifically, but even just a little salt and pepper. I'm sorry if this grosses you out, but I just love it so much. It's like my favorite backup breakfast ever. Especially because it's stupid easy. All right, friends, a very tiny lunchtime update. So this is my lunchtime knitting now. I have a thigh high for my oldest kiddo, and I have a sock for myself, and they are together because I just need to do the toe on this sock, and it's on US size 1, which is what I'm using for this sock. And I have US size 1 DPNs, but they're all in blanket projects. So I'll be working these 2 at a time, which is not my favorite way to work things, but it's fine. And I think I did 3 rounds today. I don't know. This is the marker from the end of September, so it's not what I did today. But I'm pretty happy with that progress. Also, decently happy with my water progress. Look at that. Full disclosure, some of it is in the broth of my ramen, which I'm about to drink. So I did do that. But good job me. Also a Dr. Pepper with lunch. I was not successful at my water goals. I don't think I drank, well, I had a Dr. Pepper in the afternoon, but I don't know that I drank any water. Okay, I'll do better tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Hey friends, it's Monday evening, and let's do a quick little look-see at what I've been doing today. So at school, I was working on this, and then I was also working on this at school. So let's start with this sock. I got all the way down the foot this evening, and then I was at my boyfriend's house, and I brought this along because I realized at the end of the school day that I was very, very close to being to the end of the foot. And I knew I was going to my boyfriend's, and I didn't have another project in my bag. So I worked on this a little bit at my boyfriend's house. I guess I'm probably going to take it to work on at lunch. I have like 2.5 rounds to go on this toe, so maybe I'll bring a needle with and finish it at lunch. Maybe I'll just get to where I need to Kitchener and then be like, okay, no thank you, I'll do that when I get home. But I did start this new yellow color. So this one's my favorite. I know you can't see it. Okay. Is that better? I guess I'll leave the flash on. Yeah, it's just there's so many beautiful colors in that variegated. It's just autumn. It's so beautiful. And in case you needed to see what the Hue Loco yarn looked like. But for the Hue Loco sock, I'm 6 rounds away. I'm not going to take this to school to work on as pocket knitting. I'm also not going to finish it tonight because I just don't want to. There comes a point on the toe where I'm just like, no, I don't want to. In the evenings. And then the next day I'm like, oh, I'm almost done. Yay. And finish it up really quickly. I don't know. I don't know why I do that, but it's a thing that I do. So I also picked up my shawl once I got home. And this color, it's a little more tonal than the other colors. And you can really see that we're getting into the darker colors. And I'm excited, but I also think you can see the difference between this color and this color. Like it's subtle, but it's there and it's just beautiful. I'm really happy with how this is going. Based on the number of rows that I knit in this stockinette section, I'm about 1/3 of the way through this mini. So tomorrow I have a lot of crafting time after school, so this will be easy peasy to get through. Because I'm not taking the second sock of this to school tomorrow, I'm going to take the fungi pie because it's pretty easy work knitting. Like there is a pattern kind of, but it's not difficult to do at school. I just need to be kind of cognizant of when my color is changing. And then I'm going to turn off the flash. I am reading Into the Forest, which is so enjoyable. It's, if you can't tell from the cover picture, it's about Baba Yaga, depending on who you ask, who I just think is a very cool idea. One of my favorites, honestly. This is a sci-fi, but it's also kind of listed as a horror, but I don't really find it horrifying. Maybe because my sense of justice is what it is. But I'm really, really liking it. I'm already like halfway through it, almost. Not quite. There's like 238 pages, and I think I'm on page 107, which means I read a lot in 2 days, a lot for me. So yeah, I definitely think I'm finishing this book this week, which is exciting, which will mean that at the end of this week, I will theoretically have finished 3 of the 4 books that I want to finish this month. That would be incredible. That would be really, really exciting. I do have 2 other books out from the library right now. So what if I finished all of my library books that I have out right now by the end of the month? Like added in another book to finish by the end of the month. That would be exciting. I'm not doing that to myself, but it would be really cool. Okay, sorry, I'm shaky. I'm going to put all of my knitting away, not on my bed now, and curl up with my stories and go to sleep, because who doesn't read about the witch in the woods before going to bed? Hey, sunshines. It's Tuesday, the 7th. And even though I don't have any windows in my classroom, I can tell that it was raining outside. First of all, because I could hear it at one point. But second of all, my body is like, it's a nap day. What are you doing? I'm so tired. So I did bring the shawl to work on at lunch, but maybe I'm just going to lay on my bean bags and like not do anything. It's a distinct possibility. 15 minutes of laying on beanbag sounds really great right now. Hey, sunshines, let's have a quick sock check-in. It's just about time for me to start winding down for the night. So I finished both of the socks that I was being a whiny baby about last night and not finishing. And I cast on the second socks. I hate casting on like anything. I just don't like it. I don't like starting things. So I usually just barely start things and then I'm like, okay, good enough. So they're started. I also figured I'd check in about the fungi pie. I think I was at like starting the pink section this morning. So I did pretty good at work. This was in my pocket today. So yeah, that was a lot of progress. Good job, me. I think that's turning out cute. And I am going to climb into bed and take the shawl with me because I did not work on that at all. So I'm going to prop my book up on my book rest and read and knit for a little bit before I go to bed. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, sunshines. It is Wednesday the 8th. I don't think I've talked to you at all today. Hi. It's after school. And I am settled into my chair. I think I have about 2 hours worth of energy in me to sit down and work on some projects. So I'm really excited about that. I also think that while I'm working on things, like once I get things to a place where I can knit and edit at the same time, I think I'm going to edit this vlog and get it up. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm telling you this because you'll see it if it's there and if not. But I'm telling you that anyway. So that's what I think my evening plans are. Let's look at some projects. So I haven't started the mini for the shawl today, but I think that I'm actually going to take back this row. I was planning to use every bit of every mini skein in here, but the next section that I'm going into is garter stitch. And I feel like this section right here that I already did, do I need my flash on again? Does that help? Oh yeah, you can see much more. So it's very tonal. And the preceding color and the following color are not as tonal. And I think that I would not like these lighter colors to be pearl bumps with this yarn. So I think I'm going to tink back to the beginning of this row, which is fine because I don't remember if I mentioned this, so if I did already, sorry. I'm working on this blanket and I'm trying not to buy yarn for this blanket. I don't own at this time any more orange mini skeins or scraps of orange or anything. And I need several orange squares. So it's not making me sad to tink this back because I'm going to use it to make at least one of the orange squares, maybe a couple of the orange squares, although I'm only making one today. If it's more than one, I will pull back and just have it ready. But that's my plan for this. Also, I took the second sock of the Hue Loco. Did I ever say the colorway name of this? I don't think so. It's called Strike It Rich by Hue Loco. I took it to school and I just had the first 2 rounds done. So I've finished the cuff. I am very close to finish with the leg. What is that? 2 more rounds and then I'm finished with the leg. I would like to this evening get through the heel flap and heel turn. I don't know that that's realistic. Like, if I was focusing just on this project, it would be realistic, but I don't know if that's realistic with wanting to do the shawl also and the square. But I could work on it in the morning. I would just like it to have the gusset picked up before school tomorrow so that this can still be my pocket knitting. But it's okay if that's not what it is. I have a backup pocket knitting project, so it's fine. I actually have 2 that could be pocket knitting if I needed them. So we will see. All right, pulling out that part of a row did not get me a full square, so I'm going to finish out the square with my new skein and then start knitting with the new skein. And I'm totally cool with borrowing a little bit of yarn from this project because I don't know if you'll know, but I took yarn from my kiddos' thigh-high mitts project for this blanket too, because whatever. It's fine. I make the rules. All the rules are fake anyway. All right, sunshines. It's a couple hours later and it's bedtime. So I put in 2 ridges onto the 2 garter ridges onto the shawl, which is probably a little more than halfway of the mini. So that's, oh, it's so pretty. It's like, what is that? Subjectively? Objectively? I can't remember. It's very pretty. I would never wear it, but it's the right season for me to think it's pretty. And I did not get through the heel, not even close, on the sock. So that's fine. It just means that I'll take the fungi pie for pocket knitting tomorrow. And I'll probably put both of these projects in my purse though, so that I can take them with me to Andrew's tomorrow. So, and maybe I'll work on them and maybe I won't. And if I don't, that's fine. And if I do, yay. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking. I am going to put things away and do all of the bedtime routine things. And then I'm going to go finish Into the Forest. I think I figured out that I have like 26 pages to go. So I wanted to go to sleep, or not sleep. I wanted to go to bed early enough to finish that book tonight. I am going to take a backup book to bed just in case I don't finish, or I'm not sleepy. when I finish, excuse me, Into the Forest. So I am not reading the third fiction book that I put on the list for myself for the month. I'm going to read the other fiction book that I was talking about that I had on my bookshelf from the library. I'm going to read that one first. I think. I am. I'm going to read that one first. And then after I finish it, I'll read the other book that I put on my TBR. I can't believe that after tonight, I will have finished 3 of the 4 books that I put on my TBR for this month. That's wild. I feel like that's like incredible. So I feel like I'm doing good on the goals that I set for at the beginning of the month. Like I've worked on the linen stitch blanket. I've worked on one of the second socks, the fungi pie. I've been working on that. I've done I'm doing really great on both of my October projects. I've kept up so far with the minis on the shawl, and I'm already on the second sock. And once I get the heel done, then it's just stockinette. So, yeah. And I'm not going to push to finish the sock. Like if it takes more than a week to finish the second sock, that's fine. I know the reason why the first one got finished was because we went to the movies, and I'm not planning on going to the movies. Although maybe there will be more movies this month. Anyway, I'm just babbling, but I feel like I'm making really good progress on my goals. I really, really, really want to work on the nor'easterly though. So I need to knock out some of these things so I have space in my rotation and brain for the nor'easterly. All right, friends, have a good rest of your day or evening or whatever time of day you are in. I am going to go enjoy my night, and I will see you in a few days. Bye for now.